Hello and welcome to Monday's programme. I'm David Wood.
And I'm Kylie Pentelow. Coming up tonight between now and 6:30.
Good evening. A cancer nurse from Barnstaple who had to crowdfund to pay for her own medication because it wasn't available on the NHS says she's been overwhelmed by the love and support people have shown her.
After an appeal we shared here on ITV News, almost £100,000 has been donated to help Laura Harris buy drugs which could give her a few more precious months with her family and friends. Bob Cruz went back to see how she's doing.
To other news now, and detectives in Devon have begun an investigation after the death of a man in Teignmouth. Officers...
The RNLI says lives could have been put at risk after an engine was stolen from one of its lifeboats in South Devon. The engine was taken from...
The Eden Project is taking further steps to cut plastic.
Now, the Royal Marines have been called in to help move hundreds of tonnes of sand after it drifted onto the seafront road at Instow in North Devon.
The sand... You're watching ITV News in the West Country with Kylie and David. We have plenty more still ahead before 6:30, including...
And after us, the ITV News continues with the national and international stories at 6:30. Mary Nightingale has the details. But next tonight, a Bridgwater woman who was diagnosed with Alzheimer's in her 50s has said she's determined not to be defined by it.
Avril Staunton and her husband Michael are going against the standard medical advice of creating a routine to help manage the condition. Instead, living an active life, which even included, get this, climbing Mount Kilimanjaro recently.
Well, they hope their story can inspire other people who have young onset dementia. Ben McGrail has the story.
Such an inspiring attitude, isn't it? And we should just say that you can find out more information about dementia, details of how to spot the warning signs and organisations that can help you on our website, itv.com/westcountry.
Now, fundraising is a tough job, trying to convince people to part with their hard-earned cash. Thousands of charities and good causes rely on volunteers giving their time and effort to bring in that desperately needed money.
And now it's time to say thank you to those people. With your help, we're going to find the 2018 West Country Fundraiser of the Year to send to the Pride of Britain Awards. With all the details, here's Kevin Ashford.
Well, for more on this, I'm delighted to say that we can speak to the fabulous Carol Vorderman now, who hosts the awards ceremony every year. Carol, you keep on coming back. It must be a great event to be part of.
It is. It's wonderful. I mean, we started back in 1999 and I knew then I'd hosted thousands of events, and it was one where all the celebrities, there were national and international household names in the audience, and they all be quieted, and that's the first time I've ever known that happen in a room when they heard these amazing stories of people and what they'd done.
Last year we had Matt Way from Newquay as our region's fundraiser of the year. Now, as a reminder to our viewers, Matt started fundraising after setting up the Joe Way Paddle for Life event after his son Joe died at the age of just 4 following a number of health complications. Carol, what do you make of people like Matt and their fundraising?
Well, first of all, you know, for anyone to recover well from the death of a young child, I find remarkable, and have the greatest respect for all of those young parents. But to then come out and do something so positive it is quite remarkable, really, to find strength from such a tragedy is the mark of a person, and obviously that was the case. So it's wonderful that he was nominated and wonderful that he won.
And of course there are lots of people out there like Matt, aren't there? And we're asking for nominees this year. How can people get involved?
Well, it's terrifically important, you know, at this time of year. We have a huge Pride of Britain team at headquarters, and I can guarantee that every single nomination is looked at properly and researched. And what we need from you is to go online and just nominate people, either as a regional fundraiser or for any category whatsoever, or even without a category. We have a lot of special recognition awards for those people and award winners who don't fit into any other category, quite honestly. So if you know or know of someone who you regard as special, in whatever way they might have committed a particular act of bravery in an instant, or they may have helped a street or a community for many years, or an organisation for very many years, just nominate them. To a man, woman and child, these award winners are immensely modest and would never expect any glorification or any gratitude or anything of that nature. So they will never nominate themselves nor think that they are worthy award winners. So you have to nominate them, and please do it, because we need those nominations, otherwise we can't find them.
OK, we'll have to leave it there. Carol Vorderman, thank you so much for speaking to me.
My pleasure.
The lovely Carol Vorderman speaking to me a little bit earlier today.
Now on to sport, and one story for you this evening. Exeter City's new manager Matt Taylor says he can't wait to get started, but he admits there is a difficult season ahead. Now people across the southwest are being urged to take brisk walks to improve their health. Figures show more.
An albino house sparrow has been spotted on the Somerset Levels.
Now, a crowdfunding campaign's begun to house the country's oldest hobby horse, which is central to Minehead's May Day celebrations.
Well, campaigners say they want to build a permanent home for it, but have been refused planning permission. David Woodland reports. Now, a lamb trapped on the coast of North Cornwall for 4 days after falling 250 feet down the cliff face has been rescued.
The lamb, now nicknamed Lucky, was spotted by 2 local men while they were giving a wildlife tour near Newquay, and Claire Manning caught up with one of them on his boat a little earlier. I'm sure it's Claire's.
Manning there. Yeah, let's hope Lucky has been saved from the dinner table.
Yes, indeed. Right, let's head on to the weather forecast. It's been a nice day across most of the region. Let's show you some...
Bob, thanks very much. And just before we go, here's a reminder of the main headlines in the West Country this evening.
All right, that's just about all we have time for this evening, so it's goodbye from the 2 of us. I'll be here with your late update straight after news at 10.
But now I'll hand you to Mary Nightingale as the ITV News continues. From all of us here, whatever you're doing, enjoy your evening. We'll see you tomorrow at 6. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.